Okay, so sorry for late. I think I was trying to connect. So because college internet is not coming, so I have connected with my mobile. So because of that, we have started late. So so shall we start? So okay, so we will start. So in the last session, we have seen the convolution code. We have seen the difference between the convolution code and the block codes, and we have seen how the convolution codes are very important rather than the block codes. And we have solved one problem in the last session based on the convolution code and we have seen that how the convolution code is divided into three parts: time domain, transfer domain, and one more, that is shifting. So in the time domain, we have solved one problem. So now we are going to solve one more problem in the time domain so that uh, no doubt will be there with you. So I'll write one more problem in the convolution code based on the time domain. So let's start here. So the problem is like this. So the problem is given like this. Consider a convolution code encoder, so which consists of G1 is given as 110 and G2 is given as 111, and the message signal is given as 10100. They are asking you to find out encoded code word by using time domain method. By using time domain method. So this is the problem. So I have already told you how to proceed. So please try to solve it and tell me the answer for this problem. So because it is very simple, so don't you just have to just have to know the basics and you can easily solve it. So please try to solve it. So if the question is clear, consider a convolution code encoder of G1 given as 110 and G2 is given as 111, and the message signal is given as 10100. They are asking you to find the encoded code word by using time domain method. So the problem is very simple. So if you will try, you can easily solve. So first of all, what we will write? We will write the message signal which is given as 10100, and then we will write the G1 code. So G1 code is given as 110 and G2 is given as 111. So from there we can find the code word. That is, code word will be equal to C1 into C2 because two G1 G2 is given, two generator matrix is given to us. So what we can write for C1, what we will write for C1, we can write here, that is 110. So what we can write, M1 XOR M2. And for C2, what we will write here for C2, so 111 is given. So for C2 we can write here M1 XOR M2 XOR M3. So if up to there, if it is clear, so now it is very simple to proceed. So you also please try and tell me the answer so that I should know that you are able to solve it. So first of all, what we will find, impulse response of 1. So what I can write here, M1, M2, M3, and here I can write C1, C2. C1 will be M1 XOR M2, and C2 will be M1 XOR M2 XOR M3. So this will be our C2. And first we will write the reset button here, reset button. So in the reset, what you can write 0, 0, 0. So then we have to find the impulse response of 1. So for impulse response of 1, what I can write for 1, I will start here 1, other will be 0, 0. So what we will get here, M1, M2, 1, 1. Then this will shift here. So here it will come 0. So now 1 will come here, 1, then 0. So what we will get here? We will get here 1, 1. So now this 1 will shift here. So we will get here 0, 0, 1. So we will get here 0, 1. So is this clear how I have written the impulse response of 1? Is there any doubt in this? So please tell me, is there any doubt in this? Now I solve the first impulse response of 1. So am I audible? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
So is there any doubt in finding impulse response of 1? Okay. So now we will go to find the impulse response for 0. So how to proceed for 0? So I think Komal has got the answer, so we will match it later. So we'll so now we will find the impulse response of 0. So I can write here impulse response of 0. So how to proceed for this? So same thing we'll write here M1, M2, M3. We can write here C1, C2. So in the reset button, so first of all, everything will be 0. So now I'm starting with 0 only. This 0 will be there. 0, 0, 0. So this 2 will be also 0. Then 0, this 0 will be shifted here. So we'll get here 0, 0, 0. This will be 0, 0. Then in the last test, it will be also 0. So it is 0, 0. So now I can write here the impulse response of 1. What I have got? Impulse response of 1. I have got 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1. Impulse response of 0. I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 0. Now we will provide the shifting property. So we have already seen why to do shifting and how to do shifting. So I can write here input. Then I can write here impulse response. So the message bit which was given to us was 1, 0, 1, double 0. So this was our message bit. So we'll provide the shifting here. So first of all, for 1, what we have got? 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1. So for 0, we will shift 2 bit. So we will shift 2 bit, that is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Now for the 1, we will shift 2 more bit. So for this, we will shift 2 more bit. That is 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1. So now we will shift 2 more bit for 0. So we will start from here 0, 0, 0, 0 and 2 bit here. So after this, we will shift 2 more bit for this 0. So we will start from here, that is 0, 0, 0, 0 and 2 more 0 here. So after this, we will do the XOR operation. So after finding the XOR operation, if you can see, this one will become 1. That one will be 1. So this 1, 0 will be 1. This 1, 0 will be 1. 0, 0. This will be 1. Yeah. So you can see what we are getting. So 0, 0. So that will be 0, 1, then 1, then 0, 1, and this will be whole 4, 0. So what I can write it 4, 0, 2, 3, 4. So this will be the answer. So two of you have got the answer. So let's match. Yeah, Aishwarya also got. So first Komal has got. So we can match with her. So Komal 1, 1, 1. Yeah, correct. So this is the final answer which we are getting. So this is the time domain method. Yeah, Suraj has also got the same answer. So this is the time domain method. So it is pretty simple. So you just needed to apply the basics which we have seen. So one problem will be definitely there in your paper based on the time domain. So now the second method which we are going to see, that is transfer domain method. So now the second method. So if any doubt is there, you can ask me, or I'm going to start the second method, that is transfer domain method. So let's start the other method, which is transfer domain method. So second is transform domain method. So let me add her. So we are going to start the other method, transform domain method. So we have already seen the time domain method. So this method is also very simple. So in this method, what we are going to see first we will see the theoretical part. So based on the theoretical part, things will be more clear. So in transport domain method, you have to just first you have to write the message signal into the given in terms of polynomial, and after that this message signal will be multiplied with the generator polynomial in order to get the final code word. So I'll write here. So first of all, what we have to do, first of all, in transfer domain method, message sequence, and generator sequence are represented in terms of polynomial. So we have already seen in the block codes how to write in the polynomial and in the cyclic code in terms of polynomial. In terms of polynomial, and lately what we have to do, we just have to multiply the message polynomial and the generator polynomial to find the code word. Then what we will write here, then message polynomial is multiplied with the with the generator polynomial generator polynomial to get the final code word. So these two methods we just have to apply for this transfer domain method. First, we have to write the message and generator polynomial generator message in terms of polynomial, and then what we have to do, we have to just multiply the message and generator polynomial to get the final code word. So let's see how to proceed. I'll write one problem. So actually this method is very simple, if you can see here. So let me add a beginning. So let's see how to proceed with that method. So the problem is like this. So this is the problem. So it was given like this. Consider a convolution code. So with it will be encoder. Consider convolution encoder with constraint length. L is given to you with constraint length 3, and G1 is given to you 1, 1, 1, and G2 is given to you 1, 0, 1. Message signal is given to you 1, 0, 0, 1, 1. So they are asking the final code word by using transfer domain method. By using this transfer domain method. So how to proceed? See, it is very simple to proceed. So first of all, what we will write here. So first of all, the first thing we need to proceed, first we will write the message signal. The message signal is given to us 1, 0, 0, 1, 1. So what I've told you, we have to write in the polynomial, in terms of polynomial. So what we will denote mx, and this will be your 1, this will be your x to the power, this will be x to the power, this will be x to the power 0, this will be x to the power 1, this will be x to the power 2, this will be x to the power 3, 1, 1, and this will be x to the power 4. So what I can write here, that will be 1 plus, so this is 0, this is 0, so x to the power 1, 2 is not, we don't have to write, so what I can write, 1 plus x to the power 3 plus x to the power 4. Now we will write the generator polynomial in terms of polynomial. So G1 is given as 1, 1, 1. So what I can write here, G1 x, which will be equal to, so 1, 1, 1 means 1 plus x square. Now G2 is given to us 1, 0, 1. So what I can write, G2 x will be equal to 1 plus x square. So is there any doubt in this, how I have written? So please tell, is there any doubt in this? So how I just have changed into the terms of polynomial. So is there any issue? So now we have changed. Now what we have to do, we have to just multiply this. So how to multiply this? So let's start the EPS. So now we have to find the code word. Then C1 x will be equal to M1 mx into G1 x. So what will be your G1x? So what was your MX? So you can see it from here. Your MX was 1 plus x cube plus x4. So what I can write, 1 plus x cube plus x4, that will be multiplied with what was your G1x? Well, your G1 was 1 plus x square. So that will be 1 plus, so that is multiplication into 1 plus x square. So very simple multiplication. So 1 into 1, that will be, which will be equal to 1. Then 1 will be multiplied with x, which will be equal to x plus 1 into x square, that will be x square plus x cube into 1, that will be x cube. Then x cube into x, that will be x to the power 4 plus x cube into x square, x to the power 5 plus x4, x to the power 4 plus x to the power 5 plus x to the power 6. So this is what we have got. So now the same term will be getting cancelled. So what will be the same term that will be getting cancelled? So you can see x to the power 4, x to the power 4 will get cancelled, x to the power 5, x to the power 5 will be cancelled because we are applying the XOR operation here. So what I can write here from this, 1 plus x square plus x to the power 3 plus x to the power 6. Now we will change it to the code. So what we will get, C1 will be equal to 1 1 1 1 0 0 1. So this is C1 code which we have got. Now we will find the C2 code. How to find the C2 code? Yeah, Anisha, you are correct. So let me also solve it. So C2 code will be given as C2 equal to MX into G2X. So what will be your MX? So your MX was 1 plus x cube plus x to the power 4. Your C2 was 1 plus x square, since it was 101. So when you will multiply, that will be equal to 1 plus x to the power 2 plus 1 x to the power 3 plus x to the power 5 plus x to the power 4, then x to the power 6. Yeah. So when you will change it, you will see C2 will be equal to 1 0 1 1 1 1 0, then 1 1. Yes. So this will be your C2. You both are correct, Komal and Amisha. So this will be your C2, and our C1 was given as 1 1 1 1 0 0 1. Now we have to find the C. So what will be the value of C? C will be equal to C1 into C2. So this one and this one. So what I can write here? I can write here 1 1. Then 0 into 1. So what I can write here? So first we will see C. So this is 1 into, so this is our C1. So 1 into 0. So I'll write here 1 into 0. Then 1 into 1. So I can write here 1 into 1. Then 1, other one. So 1 1. Then 0 1. So I'll write here 0 1. Then 0 1. So I'll write here 0 1. Then 1 1. So I'll write here 1 1. This will be your final C. So, and you can verify it also, is this correct or not? So verification, I have already told you that N will be equal to N L plus M minus 1. So this generator matrix is of 2, G1 and G2 is given. So I'll write here 2. L is given in the question 3. M matrix. So M you can see, already see. Yes, Amisha, it is correct. I have written here. M is given as a 5-bit, I think. So I will write here 5 minus 1. So you can see 2 into 7, which will be equal to 14. So this is, if you can count here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So this will be the 14-bit which we are getting. This is the final answer. So please tell me if any doubt is there in this.
So can you re-explain the C1 dot C2 again?
Yeah, sure. So see, Aishwarya, what we have to do, first we have to take the C1 bit here. So C1 is given as 1. So I've written here 1. Then C2. So 1 into 1. So what I have written here 1, 1. Then second bit we can see from C1, that is 1 into 0. So I've written here 1 into 0. So this is 1, this is second bit. So third bit you can see here, this is 1, there it is 1. So I've written here 1, 1. This is third bit. So fourth you can see here 0, and in this fourth 1 is there. So I've written here 0 and 1. This is fourth. Fifth you can see 0, sorry, sixth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you can see 0, and in this 6 you can see 1. So I've written here 0 into 1. 7th you can see 1 into 1. So I've written here 1. So I have combined, and you can verify it from here using this formula which I've already told you in the last session, that n should be equal to small n into L plus m minus 1. So small n will be 2. So where I've taken 2, since generator matrix was given as G1 and G2. So from there I've taken 2, 1 and 2. And L is given in the problem, which is 3. So I've written here 3 plus m value. So message bit is given of 5 length. So 10011 is given as, so I've written here 3 plus 5 minus 1. So what will I get here? 2 into 7, 14. So if you count this 7 bit, this all, you can get 14 bit. So this is the final code word. By using the transform bit, we can easily solve. So is there any problem? Should we proceed for the next question? So time is very less. Time is remaining very less. So shall we proceed for the next problem? So see, everything is very simple in this convolution code and cyclic or anything, but just you have to apply the basic thing what we have learned. So nothing is difficult. और ऐसा नहीं है कि आपको बाद में ऐसा लगेगा कि अरे इतना चीजें पढ़ लिए दिक्कत हो गया, नहीं. जब सब पढ़ लेंगे तो आई ड्रॉ एल्गोरिदम एंड आई विल, मतलब छोटा छोटा करके मैं आपको दिखा दूंगा कि सारी चीजों में क्या अप्लाई करना है. सो नथिंग इज डिफिकल्ट. यू जस्ट इफ यू विल अटेंड द क्लासेस, everything is simple. So, and ITC is very interesting subject. If you will sit in the interview also, and if you can say to the interviewer that I'm very good in ITC, so they will ask you a question based on this. So easily you will be selected. And और इसलिए मैं बोल रहा हूँ, because you are from IT background, so you can easily tell that I have very good command in ITC. So it belongs to your branch only. So one more question is there. So consider convolution code. So with constraint length. So this question is somewhat tricky. So please try to solve it by yourself. Constraint length 3 is given to you, and G1 is given as 110, G2 is given as 111. The message signal is given as 10100, and they had asked you to find encoded code word by transform domain. So this is a problem they had asked you to solve. So this problem is a bit tricky. So please, we have very less time. So please try to solve it. I want to solve this problem. So please try to solve it. So I will give you a hint in this problem. You just have to verify this, and after verification, you have to proceed. So please try to solve it. So what we will write here? So shall I start or you will solve it? Please tell, because we have very less time. अगर आप खुद से करेंगे तो फायदा आपको ही होगा. मैं यही चाहता हूँ कि आप एक बार खुद से स्टार्ट करो. ओके, प्लीज ट्राई हिम. आई जस्ट वांटेड टू सी. जहां पे आपको दिक्कत होगा, प्लीज टेल मी. आई विल टेल यू हाउ टू प्रोसीड आफ्टर दैट. जिस जगह पे दिक्कत होगा मैं उस पे बताऊंगा आपको. I think everybody is trying, so I'm waiting for you. And one more thing I wanted to add here. So if you are good in block codes, so you have one more subject, data compression, block codes, cyclic codes, and convolution codes. So that as far as given, somebody is given the answer C1. So Komal has given the answer. I think Komal has given one, 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 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. And Anisha has given C1 as 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0. C2 as Komal. How you have got? Please tell. Please tell the procedure how you have got.
तो इन दिस वी ओनली C1 में जो है हमें जो पॉलिनोमियल कोड मिला है वो है 1 प्लस एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस एक्स क्यूब। इसके जो आगे के कोड है क्योंकि हमारे पास टोटल 14 है और हमारे
14
7
कैसे
बिट्स
निकाला आपने? 14 कैसे निकाला आपने? 14 को कैसे?
हमारे पास दो जनरेटर मैट्रिक्स है तो 2 एंड हमारे पास यूजिंग फॉर्मूला एल जो है हमारा 3 है, मैसेज बिट जो है वो है हमारा 5 और -1 करेंगे तो इससे हमारा जो आएगा 14 आएगा। और
हाँ।
हमारे जो C1 और C2 में हम एक्स्ट्रा 3 बिट्स लास्ट में ऐड करेंगे
C1 तो
4
आपका
5
ये
6 करेंगे।
1 1 दिया हुआ था, आएगा C2 आएगा 1 1। C2 आ रहा है आपका 1 1 0 1 1, ये आ रहा होगा आपका शायद। तो मतलब ये तो
यस
5 बिट है, ये 4 बिट है, तो आपने कैसे यहाँ पे 3 मिला दिया, यहाँ पे 2 जोड़ दिया, क्या सोच के?
सर, C1 में ही क्योंकि है ना टोटल वो 7 बिट्स का बनेगा तो है ना 7 - 1 करेंगे तो वो X4 X5 और X6 को मैंने 0 0 पुट किया है।
ओके फाइन। सो
वरना
अभी हाँ, very good. So actually, I wanted to hear this only. So what she has done very good. So I use one more page. So actually, she has got, yeah. So Komal Sharma has also got the same answer. So what she has done, we have got C1 as 1 1 1 1, C2 as we have got 1 1 0 1 1, and from there if you can verify and what is the value of n you are getting 14. So total 14 should be there. So first of all, we will multiply this one into this one. So what I can write here, 1 1. Okay, Priyanshi, same. So let me solve it so you can match it. So then this one into this one. So what I can write here, 1 1. So then this 1 into this 0. So I'll write here 1 into 0. So after this 1 into this 1. So I'll write here 1 1. So now you can see one more bit is there, but there no bit is there. So I'll apply here 0. So what I can write here, 0 into 1. So after this, you can see 14 bits should be there. So what if we can count, we will only get 5, 5, 10 bit. So we will apply 20 here and 20 here. So what we will write here? So this 0 into this 0, so that will be 0 0. Then this 0 into this 0, that will be 0 0. So this is the answer. So I am very happy that you all have attempted and you got this answer. So you can see no rocket science is there. If we are following the basics, we can easily solve any kind of problem in the convolution code. So this is the answer. So most of you have got. So I'll see how many of you have got. So Amisha has got, Hemu has got, Priyanshi has also got the same answer. Komal Sharma, Divyanshi has also got. So most of you, Amisha Ludha, yeah. So many of you have got. So I am. So it's very good that you have applied the basics and you have got the answer. So इससे हमेशा या this is the answer. So इससे मतलब ज्यादा बाहर प्रॉब्लम नहीं आएगा, आपको थोड़ा सा घुमा सकता है। अगर आप चीजें को अप्लाई करेंगे तो जरूर इसको सॉल्व कर लेंगे। सो नाउ वी विल सी वन प्रॉब्लम बेस्ड ऑन द टाइम डोमेन एंड ट्रांसफॉर्म डोमेन। सो हाउ टू वेरीफाई। सो कभी कभी क्या होता है कि कोई क्वेश्चन टाइम डोमेन से आंसर तो निकाल लेते हैं हम, पर उसको हम लोग वेरीफाई कर सकते हैं कि ट्रांसफर डोमेन से वही आंसर आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा है। सो दैट विल बी an assignment for you. So I'll call it as homework for you. So please try it by yourself. So अपने हिसाब अपने मन से आप लगाइएगा इसको। So प्रॉब्लम ऐसे दिया हुआ है। So consider a convolution encoder So with constraint length is given to you 3, and G1 is given as 101, G2 is given as 110, and one more thing, G3 is also given to you. G3 is also given to you, that is 111 with, and one code rate is given to you. So don't get confused. I will tell you how to proceed. Code rate is given as 1/3. So on the message stream which is given, and message stream is 1011. So this is a problem. So what we have to find the code word by using time domain and transform domain. So both method you have to apply, and you have to verify it. The same code which you are the same code which you are getting from the time domain and from the transform domain. So the problem is like this: consider a convolution encoder with constraint length 3, with G1 is given as 101 and G2 is given as 110. Value of G3 is 111. Code rate is given to you 1/3, and message stream which is given as 1011. So what they are asking you to find the code word using time domain and transform domain. So please try by yourself, and we will discuss this problem in the next session. So in this week, your convolution code will be finished. So if you can see, so only 30% of unit first will be remaining. So that will be conditional entropy and all those things will be remaining. Some 30% syllabus will be remaining. After this week, from unit 1 only 30%. So overall, if you can see, only 10% syllabus will be remaining after this week. So we have completed everything. So when we will finish the convolution code, then we will left with the 10% syllabus of your ITC. So by the next week, we will finish the ITC syllabus, hopefully. So thank you everyone for today's session. We will discuss this problem and some more problem in the next session, and we will try to finish this convolution code in this week. So thank you, Komal. So thank you everyone. Aishwarya, thank you. Thank you everyone. Thank you. Kiran, thank you.